Hello everyone, this is Mr. E. Prashant, EC Department, Ministry of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. Now I am going to give brief discussion about my course, that is Radar Systems and Processing. So what are the discussion I am going to in this lecture? The first two topics, history of radar and basic functions of radar. So before going to entering into the history of radar, first let me introduce the significance of radar. So our subject title is Radar Systems and Processing. The main heading of the subject is Radar Systems and Processing. So first, what is here? We have simply three terms here: radars and system, and what is processing. So simply the initial form of radar. Radar is the acronym for radio detection and ranging. Radio detection and ranging. So what is radar? What is a radio frequency signal? What is the meaning of detection and ranging? So first of all, generally just radar just compare with our eye. So up to the 500 meters, in the general terms, up to the 500 meters we are able to see with our eye. So after 500 meters, after after 1 kilometer, we are not able to see with our eyes. So after 500 meter, the area will be detected by the radar. So we are not able to see after 500 meters, but the radar can do that work. So that is the first main function of the radar. So here radar is the acronym for radio detection and ranging. So what is radio? What is detection? What is the meaning of ranging? So radio is nothing but it consists or it passing the radio frequency signals or electromagnetic signals. So by passing the radio frequency signal or electromagnetic signals, we can identify the object. We can identify the object or target. By passing the electromagnetic signals, we are identifying or detecting the objects or targets. Then find the distance between these two things. So for example, this is transmitter of EM waves. So the distance between the transmitter and target is nothing but distance is nothing but range. So in order to measure the distance between these two things, transmitter and receiver. So this is the main importance of the radar. So by passing the electromagnetic signals, we can identify the objects or target. So this is main function of the target. Next, detection means to identification or identify wherever it is located in sea or any other place, they can identify the transmitted signals. Next, ranging. So then identifying measure the range between the these two things, that is nothing but ranging. So this is the acronym for radar is acronym for radio detection and ranging. So by passing the electromagnetic signals, we are identifying the target or objects, then measure the range between the these two things, transmitter and target. Next, what is system? So in order to describe the system, we have one method. For example, here this is the system. So simply the definition for system is mathematical model of a physical process is nothing but system. So what is mathematical equation for physical process? Let me introduce introduction of system. So for example, we have here system A. So I have system here denoted by capital A. So every system, it needs some input to give output. So my input is here in terms of time domain, that is x of t. So here the system denoted by capital A, then the input is in time domain, input is x of t, then it gives output is equal to y of t. So for this physical process, I derive one equation, the input output y of t is equal to a into x of t. So this is mathematical equation for system. So this is the physical process system or theoretical model of a system. So for this, for that theoretical model, we have derived an equation, that is output in terms of input y of t is equal to a into x of t. So this is mathematical model of a physical process is nothing but system. Next, that what is the meaning of processing? So we are develop communication among the develop the communication among the communication device. We are processing the signals. So this is about processing. So simply, radar is nothing but radio detection and ranging. By passing the electromagnetic signals, we are identifying or detecting the target or objects, then find the measure the distance between these two things, transmitter and object, then object to receiver. So this is the introduction of radars. Then system is nothing but mathematical model of a physical process, nothing but system. Next, processing, we are to develop communication among the devices, we are processing the signals. So this is about only introduction of radar systems and processing before entering into the history of the radar. Next, move on to the history of radar. So we have year-wise developments in the history of radar. So the initial the word generally the history of radar just we tell about before World War II and after World War II. So most of the countries before World War II, they are using to detect the object aircraft detection. So after developing of the radar technology, most of the countries used radar technology to identify the targets or enemies, any other objects. So the history, coming to the history of development. So the initial thing developed in 1880s, the German scientist Heinrich Hertz. In 1880s, he did a experiment on electromagnetic radiation. So in order to describe the electromagnetic radiation, we have Maxwell equation. So in 1880s, the experiment on a electromagnetic radiation. So then 1888, then in 1888, so Maxwell works led to the conclusion that radio waves can be reflected from metallic objects and refracted by a dielectric medium. So here, why we are choosing electromagnetic signal to detect the objects? So the main reason, the basic function of electromagnetic signals, it is reflected from the metallic objects and refracted by a dielectric medium. So based on this property, we are using EM waves to identify. We are using in EM waves in radio technology. Next, after this, 1888, so there was a patent developed based on ship detector in 1904. So the title is an abstractly detector and ship navigation device. So this is the 3 years development or history of the radar. Next, move on to the another method of the radar. So prior to World War II, the first experimented with other methods of aircraft detection. So during 1930s, the efforts to radio echoes for aircraft detection were initiated independently and almost simultaneously in 8 countries. So that is the use of radio echoes. Next, after that, in 1938, there was a development in XEAF radar. So these were developed by United States of America. It is got the permission from Naval Research Laboratory, NRL. So the headquarters of NRL is in Washington DC. Next, the next one in 1950s. So by using electromagnetic reflex klystron, here side looking airborne radar came into force from 1940s by using magnetron. So generally radar having microwave systems to in order to generate microwave signals. So here by using magnetron, there was a development in one type of radar, that is side looking airborne radar, SLAR. So the sophisticated techniques came into force in 1950s, that is from Klystron amplifier. Next, basically SLAR is a image producing system. So basically it act as a active sensor. So this is about side looking airborne system. So what is meaning of side looking? So here the image looks like, so this is the beam. This is the beam of the radar side looking. So this is example diagram. So a SLAR system transmitting radar beam. So it is the range of the tracking upon one side, left side. Okay. So next one. So this is the example diagram for SLAR. This is SLAR antenna. This works on clean sea surface and oil slick. Next one. So in terms of civilian application. So civilian application, geoscience started in 1960s. For example, by using in terms of military, civilian radar applications are sometimes employed with radio telescope to study the surface of planets and asteroids in the solar system. So this is about development history of radar in 1960s. So the last but one in 1970s, there was a development in image radar satellite in 1970. So apart from that, since 1990s, the airborne SER, synthetic aperture radio research has started. So this is the development in 1990s. Before that, 1970s. Next one. So these are the some basic functions of radar. So here, so basically radar is a good sensor. Basically radar is a good sensor. The basic function of radar is detection. Detection or identifying the object or target. So for example, I am transmitting some signals to from the transmitter. So this is an object or target. So based on the requirement, so they can transmit the signals to identifying the target. So then get back the signals to the receiver. This is echoes. So this is the main function of radar. It is nothing but detection. Next, in terms of measurement. So which type of measurement they are going to measure? Range, transmitter to target to receiver, or transmitter to receiver. So this is one measurement of radar. Next, position. So what is the current position of target? Either it is constant, it having constant speed, or any moving target, or in moving on sea in ship detector. Whether it is whatever it is measure the position of the particular target, identified target. Next, velocity of target. Whether it is having constant velocity, either is fast velocity or slow velocity, it having whatever it is. The measurement of radar is one term is velocity. Apart from that, they can measure angular direction of target and angular velocity of target. Next one, classifications of target. So classifications. So depend upon the target type. So whether it is ship, whether it is rocket, whether it is missile, whether it is any bomb squad, whether it is anyone. So in order to identify the type of target. So that is one of the basic function of radar. Next one, target shape. So whether it is small, whether it is big, whether it is extra large, any one. So the one of the function is measurement, that is target shape. Next one, target size. So whether it is very small or whether it is a very big size, big in size. Next one, target image. So these are the basic functions of radar. First, the simply the radar is a good sensor. Either is an active sensor, either in passive sensor, that is coming in classifications of radar. So basically the radar is a good sensor. The basic function of radar is the first, in order to detect the objects or target by passing the electromagnetic EM wave signals. Next one, measurement. So measurement, range, position, velocity, angular velocity and angular direction. Next one, classifications, target type, target shape, target size and target image. So these are the basic functions of radar. Next, move on to the introduction of radar systems and processing. As we already know, so radio radar is acronym for radio detection and ranging. Radio detection and ranging. Radio detection and ranging. By passing the signals, we are detecting the object. It is okay. So basically, it having electromagnetic system for the detection and location of objects. It operates by transmitting a particular type of waveform. So particular type of waveform, whether it is sinusoidal signal, for example, we have here sinusoidal signal that are continuously transmitting from the transmitter. So it is called continuous wave radar. So based on this phenomena, I am telling. So continuously transmitting the signal from the transmitter, it is called continuous wave radar. For example, the signals are passing like this. These are pulse radar. So the formation of sinusoidal signals will look like pulse. So this is pulse radar. So here depending on the type of signals, we have here two types of radars: continuous wave radar and pulse radar. Next, the elementary form of radar consisting of a transmitting antenna emitting electromagnetic radiation generated by an oscillator some sort, a receiving antenna and an energy detecting device or receiver. So a well-designed modern radar usually extract more information from target signals than merely its range. So the basic measurement of the radar, still one of the most important radar. One of the radar's most important function. So measurement of range is one of the most important functions of radar. So these are the some introduction points regarding introduction to radar systems and processing. So based on the type of electromagnetic signals, the radars are two types: continuous wave radar, CW radar, and pulse radar. So in continuous wave radar, so the sinusoidal signals are continuously moving from transmitter to receiver, transmitter to target. Or in pulse radar, so the same signal will pass, but the signals are look like pulse signal. So it is then it is called pulse radar. So this is about introduction of radar systems and processing. Next, the similar technology, radar is radio detection and ranging. It is okay, but the LADAR, so laser detection and ranging, the similar word. So it is the process of transmitting, receiving, detection and processing of the electromagnetic waves that is occurred in the radar. But in LADAR, laser detection and ranging, so by passing the laser waves. So here this first used in 1953. In 1962, the development of high energy RQ switched pulsed lasers made such resources are available for LiDAR applications. So this is about laser detection and ranging. So some differences between radar and LiDAR. So here in signal generator, the transmitter subsystem which is having radio frequency or micro oscillator from amplifier in radar. But in laser, in LiDAR, a laser signal is used to transmit, so determine the wavelength and waveform as well as the power of the transmitted signal. So this is in LiDAR. So it having, as we already know, continuous waves and amplitude or frequency modulated wave. Next one, in LiDAR, waveforms are usually created by operating the optical path of path of the laser. So these are the some differences between radar technology and laser radar technology. Next, move on to the classifications of radar. So here based upon our requirement, we have so many types of radars. Either it is weather radars or Doppler radars, whatever. So here I mentioned here 9 types of radars. The first one, based upon functions and purposes of our requirement. Based on the functions and purposes, the radars are bistatic radars. Bistatic radars and monostatic radars. Bistatic radars and monostatic radars. So bi means 2. Bi means 2 means here the transmitter, this is target, next one is receiver. So in bistatic radar, I am talking about transmitter and receiver. So in bistatic radar, the transmitter and receiver separated by a distance. So here, to transmitting the signals, we are using one device. To receiving the signals, we are using another device. So here we are using two different devices to develop the communication. So they are separated by a distance. So that is in bistatic radar. Either in monostatic radar, to transmit to receiver, we are using only one device. So that means transmitter and receiver both are co-located in monostatic radar. Either in bistatic radar, both transmitter and receiver separated by a distance r, distance d or r. So this is the difference between monostatic radar and bistatic radar. Next one, continuous wave radar. As we already know, continuous wave radar, continuously the transmitter signals are moving towards the object. Then it reflect from the object to the receiver. That is about a continuous wave radar. Next one, Doppler radar. By using Doppler radar, we can develop Doppler radar. This Doppler radar used in current military applications. Let's see in next slide. Next one, monopulse radar. Next, navigational radar. So by using navigation system, we are moving through the unknown place. Next one, mapping radar, weather radar. Now, in order to identify or measuring the weather parameters like temperature, humidity, whatever permittivity. So by using weather radars. Next one, instrumentation radar and passive radar and active radar. So these are 9 types of radars. Let's see one by one. So this is about bistatic radar. As we already know, bistatic radar means bi means 2. So both transmitter and receiver both are separated by a distance. That is in bistatic radar, as we know in the bistatic radar. Next one, in monostatic radar, the transmitter and receiver both are co-located. So let's see the diagram. So the blue color, this is the target. So this is the transmitting antenna. This is the receiving antenna. Next one, this is the target in monostatic radar. So here we are using only a single antenna to transmit and to receive. This is about monostatic radar and bistatic radar. So here so this is the equation for monostatic radar. So here in terms of measurement, here we have radar equation to describe the system, radar system. So that is in terms of PT is equal to P GT AE sigma by 4 pi R square, like that. So this is the radar equation. So based on this, we have a separate equation for monostatic radar only. So here, for monostatic radar equation, PR is equal to PT G square lambda square radar cross section area for monostatic radar, M for monostatic, 4 pi cube D power 4, some losses here we have transmitter losses, receiver losses and medium losses. So this is the equation for monostatic radar. So the equation includes so many parameters like received power of at the receiving antenna, gain of the antenna, wavelength of the signals, radar cross section area, 4 pi cube into distance. Here we have three terms, new terms in terms of losses. Transmitter, we have transmitter losses, receiver losses, and medium losses. So this is about the equation of monostatic radar. PR is equal to PT G square lambda square sigma m by 4 pi cube into d power 4 into losses, system losses, medium losses, transmitter losses, and receiver losses. So next move on to the bistatic radar equation, that is in terms of same parameters but the little bit is changed. So that PR is equal to PT into GT GR lambda square sigma for bistatic radar. So 4 pi cube dt square dr square LT LR LM. So this is the equation, radar range equation for bistatic radar. So it having this simple difference is, so for monostatic radar, so here DT. So in bistatic radar, the both transmitter and receiver are separated by a distance. So the separate path for transmitter to target and target to receiver. So here we have two distances from transmitter to target to receiver. So dt square dr square, the system losses common to both monostatic radar and bistatic radar. Next, transmitter of power, transmitting gain, receiving gain is separate. So here G square only, G square means GT into G2 into GR. Both transmitter and receiver are both are co-located. That's why the term here G square, G into G, G square. But in bistatic radar, so the separate gain, the transmitter gain is separate, the receiver gain is separate. So GT into GR, lambda square into sigma for bistatic radar by 4 pi cube dt square dr square LT LR LM. So this is about two radar range equation for monostatic radar and bistatic radar. Let's move on to the typical diagrams for monostatic radar and bistatic radar. So here by observing this, so in bistatic configuration, so both transmitter and receiver both are separated by a distance. So this is signal generator transmitter antenna, this is receiving antenna. So this is propagation through the medium. So this is the object. But in monostatic radar, both the transmitter and receiver. But here we are using switch gear. Transmitter or receiver switch. So based on that, the we using only one device to receive and transmit. So these are the typical diagrams of bistatic radar and monostatic radar. Next, move on to the second type of radar, that is continuous wave radar. So it continuously signals are passing from transmitter to the target. So this is the moving target. This is the plane. So here transmitter or receiver. So the red waves are emitted waves, but the green waves are reflected waves. So this is the distance between the transmitter and receiver. So this is about for monostatic radar. Not bistatic radar. So in terms of monostatic radar, we are able to discuss about continuous wave radar. So the continuous wave radar is a type of radar where a non-stable frequency continuous wave radar energy is transmitted and then received from any one of the objects that reflect that waves. So a continuous wave radar uses here Doppler technology. Doppler technology, which means the radar will be immune to form of interference by large objects that are stationary. So this is about continuous wave radar. Next one, monopulse. So for high, for low. So for example, the straight line is the red line describes the signals are moving from 8 to 0 degrees. For up there is a 90 degrees. For down there is a 90 degrees. So it compares the signals in between the angles. So a monopulse radar is a radar system that compares the received signal. So that compares in terms of angle, whether it is positive angle or whether it is having negative angle. So form of a single radar pulse against itself with an aiming of comparing the signals. So this is about monopulse. Only single parameters we are going to use to measure. Mono, single. Next one, weather radars. So in order to identify the weather parameters, like it is used for weather sensing and detection. These radio waves are radar waves along with horizontal or circular polarization. So the image for this one is weather radar. Next one, navigational radars. So in order to navigate the devices. So here, so the image belongs to Marine Radar 2020, which are developed by our country. So navigational radars are generally same as the search radars. Search and go. Search the new place and go through the navigation parameters. Next one, they come with much shorter wavelength that are capable of reflecting from earth from the stones. So this is about navigational radar. Next one, Doppler radar. By using Doppler technology, so in military, so in the main application of radar is used in military application. So the Doppler radar is a specialized radar that uses Doppler effect to produce velocity of a Doppler radar. Is specialized radar that uses the Doppler effect to produce velocity data about object at a distance. Next one, this is the image weather radar. Weather radar system at Visakhapatnam. So this is the real-time application which is located in Visakhapatnam. Just you observe this diagram only. Next one, instrumentation radar. So what is the significance of instrumentation radar? So it is to test the aircrafts and missiles, rockets and mutation on government and private test ranges. Mutations on government and private test ranges. So the main significance is to test aircraft and missiles and rockets on government and private test ranges. Next one, the last two types of radars here, active passive radar and active radar. So for passive radar, only the processing reflections from non-cooperative sources. Next one, for an active radar, the reflected back to the emitter location of the particular target. So this is about active radars and passive radar. So these are the classification of radar based upon the functions and purposes. We have here initially 9 types of radar: bistatic radar and monostatic radar, continuous wave radar, monopulse radar, instrumentation radar, active and passive radar, Doppler radar, instrumentation radar. Like this, we have in total 9 types of radars. Next, move on to the applications of radar. So it is one of the important term. So here we are using the radar has been employed on the ground. The first one is in terms of ground, in terms of in the air, on the sea, and in space. So based upon the first sentence, the radar is employed on ground, sea, air, and space. So from that, I conclude the statement: the radar is everywhere we are using, but we don't know. So this is the application of radar. This is not application of radar. We don't know. But the radar application we are using in everywhere: ground, air, sea, and space. Next, so the what are the elements on the ground? So the ground-based radar has been applied to the detection, location, tracking of aircraft or space targets on the ground itself. Next one, in sea, on sea, navigation and navigation aid, safety device to locate buoys, shorelines, and the other ships. Next, in terms of space, radar has assisted the guidance of spacecraft and for the remote sensing of the land and sea. So these are the applications in different modes, either in ground, either in sea, either in air, either in space. So everywhere we are using the applications of radar. So according to our modules, so here we have 7 types of applications. That is in terms of the first one, air traffic control, aircraft navigation, ship safety, in terms of space, remote sensing, law enforcement and military applications. So what is air traffic control? So by sitting in a room, by sitting in a control room, we are control the flow of plane. How it is possible? So here, so this is air traffic control, shortly ATC. Radars are employed throughout the world for the purpose of safety controlling air traffic en route and in the vicinity of airports. So here, by sitting in a room, they control the flight. So this is the diagram, real-time application of real-time figure in our college, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. So the diagram for IARE control room, air control room. Next one, radars has been used with one technology here, ground control approach system. With ground control approach system to guide aircraft to safe landing in the either in bad weather or in bad weather. Okay, so this is the first application of radar, air traffic control. Simply, just you remember as by sitting in a control room, we can control the speed of the aircraft. Next one, second application, that is aircraft navigation system. So here, the weather, the aircraft navigation, the pink line. The pink line is the, so this is the target. So the plane is moving through this line. So that is depending upon the terrain of the terrains. Okay, so this is the outline regions precipitation to the pilot is a classical form of radar. The radar is also used for terrain avoidance and terrain following. So this is about aircraft navigation. Next, the third type of application in terms of ship safety. Ship safety, as we already know. So in order to reach the ships to the airport board. So used for enhancing the ship safety, safety of ship travel by warming potential collision with other ships. So to protect the damage of the ships. Next one, in terms of number, this is one of the larger applications of radar, but in terms of physical size, the cost, it is one of the smallest one. Next one, the another application used in space. So this is image for NASA. So space vehicles have used for radar for rendezvous and docking and for the landing on the moon. So this is the application in terms of space. Next one, the applications of radar in terms of remote sensing. So this is the crop technology, current use and future outlook of potato. So all radars are sensors. However, it is used for to sensing of geophysical objects and the environment. So here they are measure the parameters like humidity, temperature, like that. Okay, so next one, law enforcement along with military. So law enforcement is nothing but forensic investigators. Forensic investigators can use one technology here, ground penetrating radar. Ground penetrating radar, the technology which is used for identifying the fraud cases damage, allowing more details researchers. Okay, so the last one in terms of military. So this is one of the important application of radar used in military. So the diagram belongs to used in Indian Army right now. So in terms of military, most of the civil applications of radar are also employed by the military. The traditional of role of radar for military application has been surveillance, navigation, and for the control and guidance of weapons. These are the applications based on the purposes and functions. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.